immediately they come into the stadium, they'll see the last terrace. All observers should go there. And also, all pressmen who are not men, but well cameramen should please go up to where we have the press gallery. These tartan tracks is not supposed to be occupied by any other media men except men, but well cameramen. So all other reporters should please go up where we have the press gallery. The only people we want on the tartan tracks are the security men, who we exhort them to position themselves in an orderly manner. And any other person who is not a security man, who is not a man but well cameraman, should please relocate to where they are supposed to sit. And I hope they are complying with my order. The announcement is so because we have a lot of cables running around on these tartan tracks, and we don't want people to walk and trample upon them, so as not to distort images on the cameras on the tartan tracks. Please, if you are not a man but well cameraman, go up, or any other reporter, please go up to where we have the press gallery. And observers are advised to go to the last terrace where the local government areas are sitting. Please, if you are not among the people that are supposed to remain on the tartan tracks, please clear yourself of the tartan tracks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I understand the petition size has come to an end.
Hello and welcome to this very all-important event in the history of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State. We're here live on Channels Television, right here in the Nest of Champions, the Akwa Ibom International, the Akwa Ibom National Stadium. It is, of course, a stadium of international proportions. And right here in the main bowl, we are witnessing this event where delegates from the People's Democratic Party will be coming in to elect out of 25 aspirants, one governorship candidate who will be representing the party in the governorship elections in 2015. And so here we are. Right behind me in the gallery here, you are seeing the almost 1,400 delegates. We have two categories of delegates here. We're talking about the statutory delegates and the ad hoc delegates. The ad hoc delegates are those who are party officials drawn from the local governments. There are 31 local government area councils in Akwa Ibom State, and we have 5 party officials each from each chapter of the local governments of the PDP in Akwa Ibom, and of course we have the ad hoc delegates, and it's 3 from each ward of the 31 local government areas. So if we do the math, we have over 300 wards here, and that means we have a total of about 1,400 delegates, and each one of them seated according to the local government area council they are drawn from. There are 31 of them, like I earlier said. And of course, if you look towards the pitch there, according to the number of local governments, we have 31 desks over there, 31 tables with ballot boxes placed on them, and that's where any moment from now the delegates will be proceeding over there to cast their ballots for the candidate of their choice. I understand there are 25 aspirants, and they'll be vying, each and every one of them, for one party ticket, and that's the governorship ticket of the People's Democratic Party ahead of the 2015 governorship elections. Well, it will interest you to know that the leader of the party in Akwa Ibom State, talking about the executive governor, His Excellency Chief Godswill Akpabio, is here, not within my own camera shot, but he is sitting in the VIP gallery. He is also being joined by members of the National Assembly, both states, members of the National Assembly, both Senate and the House of Representatives, and of course members of the State House of Assembly, the leadership of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State. That's talking about the chapter chairman, the state's party executives, the local government chairman, and of course party loyalists. But it's a select crowd in here. Earlier in the day, at about 8 a.m. when we got to this place, it had already been blanketed by a security cordon. We observed about 350 policemen alone and about 100 members of the State Security Service or the Department of State Security, if you like, and of course members of the Civil Defense Corps also gathered here and ready to provide security and prevent a breakdown of law and order. At the moment, the Master of Ceremony is directing things. People are being ordered to leave the tartan tracks with the exception of reporters who will be covering this event. And of course, so far so good. It's been a smooth sailing in this place. The delegates have been accredited without any hitches. Maybe the action is a bit different from outside, but in here it's been all smooth sailing, and the crowd has been orderly. People are seated and waiting for the signal to start casting their ballots. Accreditation happened out there, also in a very orderly manner, and then the delegates were allowed to come in after being thoroughly frisked by the security personnel in front of the gates. Even getting to this place alone, that's talking about accessing the venue from the stadium, we had about 3 different security checks manned by policemen, and we had to pass through these ones before getting here. And I'm sure that's what every other person here had to get through. So far so good. We have been having a smooth process, and then we will see whether the end will be as good as the beginning. You're watching this event live on Channels Television. I'm Charles Eruka, reporting live from the Akwa Ibom National Stadium, also known as the Nest of Champions. Well, who will emerge the champion in today's process? We will be finding out soon enough. In a few moments from now also, we hope to talk to the state chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State. Well, he is somewhere trying to put a few things together, making sure everybody is seated and making sure that this process will not bring shame on the party. So far, he has done a good job of it, and we're hoping that things will remain this way in the Nest of Champions until maybe in the next 2 or 3 hours when we are through. We should be able to get results early enough, considering the momentum with which this event has established for now. So far so good. We'll be right back when the voting in earnest begins. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Charles Eruka from the Champions Nest in Akwa Ibom. We'll be right back.
Her Excellency, the Kaisan Bawakwai was the wife of His Excellency, Her Excellency Kachunoma Pabio, who has shown a very good example here. She has led other female observers up the platform to the first terrace. Then you enter the stadium there on the far right of the where the women councils are sitting. The exemplary gesture by her is very commendable, and we want it to be emulated by other delegates in this stadium. Likewise, all other observers are advised to where we have the gallery or the terrace for observers and sit very peacefully and quietly. You are all welcome. And if you are just coming into the stadium, just look up. You see where you have the labels for your local government areas. Identify where your local government area is and go up and sit very quietly. We welcome you all to the Nest of Champions, which is a gift from His Excellency to the people of Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much.
That's the governorship primary of the People's Democratic Party. Well, so far, so good. We've not had any incidents here, except probably outside where the crowd has gathered to find their way into the stadium. But unfortunately for most of them, they will not be getting in here because the law enforcement officials are actually very strict about who is being granted access here. And talking about who is being granted access here, you must be an accredited delegate or you must be an observer. That is to say, you must have an identification tag on you as a duly accredited person. For those of us who are members of the media community, we have our own tags as well. From where I am standing now, I can actually hear some commotion at the gates there, perhaps because some of the delegates did not meet the requirements as stipulated by the security personnel, meaning you must be an accredited delegate and you must have a delegate's tag with you, but that probably has not happened. And so there's a little bit of a commotion out there, but that will be sorted out or is being sorted out soon enough. Now, there are 31 local government area councils in Akwa Ibom State. I have a list of them here. That includes the capital, Uyo, Nsidatai, Uruan, Ibesikbo, Etinan, Nsidibom, Itu, Ibiono, Erimekbo, Ika, Abak, Oruanam, Ukanafun, Oborakara, Ikorekbene, Esianudem, Ini, Ikono, Onna, Esireket, Ibono, Nkarenin, Ikorabasi, Oron, Udunguko, and Eastern Obolo, as well as Mbo. Well, 31 local government area councils in Akwa Ibom State here. Well, I have to reel those ones off quickly. And out of these 31 local government area councils, you have 5 statutory delegates each. That is made up of the officials of the People's Democratic Party among the wards of the state. 5 officials from each local government area council in Akwa Ibom State. So you multiply that by 31, and then you have that particular number. And then each of the 318 wards, you have 3 delegates each. Those are the whole delegates, the ones who have been elected from the wards of the local government congresses, and then a total of 1,400 delegates. Well, 100, 400. I was getting a little bit mixed up there. But indeed, over 1,400 delegates are gathered here and getting ready to elect a new candidate for the People's Democratic Party. So right now, most of the delegates are seated in the gallery stands and then waiting for the appropriate moment when they'll be required to come down as orderly as they came in. They'll be required to come down from the stands, walk across to where the ballot boxes are, right behind the cameras, and start casting their ballots. We know as much that we have leaders of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State, or from Akwa Ibom State, both at the national and at the state levels here with us as well. And that includes members of the National Assembly, that includes members of the State House of Assembly, that includes local government officials of the People's Democratic Party and members of the state executive